we've got our first game of our hands today between the Lotus and the Cornhuskers. So starting off on the attacking side, we've got the Lotus with Tenor, Lust, Puff, Jams, and Boba. Both Jams and Boba did not... Sorry, Jams did play last week, but instead of having Ashley or... yeah, the names are blanking out in my head. Instead of having Danny, yeah, this time around Boba is going to be stepping in. On the other side, we've got the defending team with the Cornhusker playing their second Haven map this season already, with JMO, Phyllis, Frankie, Doggy Princess aka Weeb, and their new sub Dante. So now, of course, not having Evan here would mean that they lost their primary duelist. And as you can see here, it looks like they decide to go with a 0 duelist comp, which is completely fine, considering that they start on attack, right? On the attacking side, it looks like they also decide not to go with the duelist comp. But what's more interesting, in fact, is the fact that, you know, they switched the roles around, right? Lust being the duelist, he decided to go chamber instead, and Puff usually plays the sage, but instead Jams is the one that's going to be taking it up. Tenor is going to go back to his brim, and Boba, who is going to be the real dark horse here, is going to be playing the Fade. Now I know, just based on how he plays ranked, I know he likes the Fade, so yeah, I think that could suit him well. But anyways, as we are about to jump into this one, I just want to see how Puff's team play against the Huskers. The Huskers came close against the Gunners, and I think Puff's team, while really good, the Lotus are definitely not as scary as the Gunners, I'd say, right? So as long as the Huskers can just deal with Lust, I think they should be good to go. But yeah, this man here is the guy that we have to watch. This man here wants to keep his KDA title. Same with Tenor. These two players have, you know, surprisingly been the best duo in the league so far. Now, of course, they were up against the Guardians, so this is gonna be a whole new level of challenge for them. But let's see what they can do. Now, Boba, of course, is a part of this team, so this is non-emergency sub. But at the same time, you know, Boba hasn't been playing with this team as much as, let's say, Ashley has. So Boba here, like, I'm curious to see how he fits in, right? And they decide to play double Sentinel, double Initiator here, which is, yeah, it works. But now the question is who's going to lead in, and if you don't have any entry, JMO is going to just destroy your head. This man with the Headhunter has been crazy, as you guys know from last time when we see him play. Dante able to get his first 2 kills, and it looks like, oh my gosh, what just happened? So many fights were going all over the place, and Team Lotus already falling apart right there. I mean, yes, with pistol rounds, it can go any way, but the fact that it was that clean is a little bit mind-boggling to me, right? Lust went in, just got absolutely obliterated, and then the rest of the team decided to go in anyways with the smokes. But yeah, Tenor, Dante is really clean, and yeah, this Cornhusker teams, I can feel, is going to be the next prodigies, right? They don't have any superstar, but they just show that Valorant is not a game about superstars. It's a game about teamwork, and they're definitely showing it here. Now Phyllis sees one. Jams is just going to wall that off. JMO does fall, but Phyllis is able to trade it out. Lust gets one as well. Oh, Lust with 2. Okay, so now it's all just down to Lust. Oh my gosh, Lust making it super expensive, but able to shut that down with just the Headhunter alone. He was able to get 3 kills here, and there's a reason why he is on top of the leaderboard so far. Man, this man is scary. And yeah, JMO got the better of him first round, but he's really showing his presence right now. So really, really close. Great eco round from them. Now with a full buy, the rest of the team will have to save here. Now looks like they are going to be challenging Frankie here, but we know that Frankie is the martial demon. Let's see if he can get anything here. Lust thinks about checking it. Oh, Lust. Looks like Frankie's gonna miss. But it looks like the real push is going to be... Oh my gosh, JMO! Killing his opposing captain. Dang, what a clean kill by JMO there. Yeah, I was just about to say the real attack was going to go on A, but I think with that, they are going to slow it down. The Lotus cannot lose this one. This one should be theirs to win. Lust is lurking up, and so is Jams. Jams spots one, but Jams is the one that's taken low by Weeb. Weeb is not easy to push through. Frankie has to back off, and he's just gonna be blinding this. Question is, does he want to challenge this? And the answer is no. Lust is able to open it up on Weeb though, so that's a good start. 4v4. Now the Lotus should be winning this one. Frankie thinks about going through, but with the smoke here, it's going to make it so tough for them. Yeah. Oh, JMO spots a couple. But unfortunately could not deal more damage to Jams, but Phyllis was able to get that one though. So now 3 more players to find. Boba gets that one, and Lust gets traded out, so this is still doable. Now Tenor spots one. Boba is going to follow JMO. JMO, no way. Okay, that's Molly is going to take it in the end, but yeah, man, JMO making it super expensive here. And JMO's going to get that last one. So Dante's not going to have enough time, I don't think. There's no way. There is no way they got that one. Holy, the Huskers never fail to impress. JMO with 3 clean kills there, able to save his teammate as well. And unfortunately, Tenor falls to the hands of JMO. Man, this Cornhuskers team. I was so wrong about the talent that we have here. You know, quite frankly, JMO did not play at all pretty much in the game as a prodigy. So I think that's the reason why I've always, you know, underestimated him. But when it comes push to shove, as a captain and as a player, he's definitely able to step it up for his team. And this is against Lust, mind you. But he's just looking like the better player right now. Man, what a play on his end. But yeah, not to take credit away from the rest of the team. Dante pushes through, thought about it, but it's just going to back off. Great flash, but unfortunately will not get anything. Now 1 position known. Puff's just going to nade that out. But yeah, they're pushing through. Oh, Puff is going to get that one on Dante. Dante surprisingly got stuck, and Boba getting that nice shot on Frankie as well. And Jams is already on the flank too. So just like that, it's all down to JMO now. Now JMO able to get one, but Spike is going to be C. Oh, Lust thought about it. But yeah, Lust is not going to be able to get that one. JMO has nothing to save really, and I think the econ is looking really good for the Huskers, so I think he might as well go for it and try to make it expensive. But man, that was a save round that they should have not lost. So yeah, that was definitely a tough one to lose, and JMO gets spotted as well. So now the rest of the Lotus team is pushing him. Oh, and they have no idea. Yeah, JMO is just going to get surprised. Jams with a clean kill there, and Jams with 3 kills already, really stepping it up. But where is Tenor? Right, of course that was a great thrifty round that they won, but they have to do a little bit more than that, because the Huskers will have to save. So I thought their economy was definitely a lot better than that, but it looks like yeah, all of these rounds have been really close, so both teams can't really get good economy building. But with how many guns they were able to save, the Lotus are suddenly looking in a really good position here. JMO with the headhunter, he's pulled off miracles before. Let's see if he can get one. Let's see if he can get another one here on Lust. Man, I don't know how this would play for him if Lust falls here. Oh, Lust gets spotted. JMO does not want to deal with that, and he's just gonna be backing off here. Let's see. Oh, they double swing him. Unfortunate timing there, but it looks like JMO's just happy to give the position up here. And the rest of the team is going to be rotating through, and I think Puff was spotted, but the rest of the team already has positioning. So okay, looks like Phyllis is just going to ult here. Will not get much, but yeah, I don't think the purpose was to get much there. Man, the smokes by Tenor is just buying so much space and time. The concuss was good, but the question is what else can they do after that? Weep gets tagged. He's going to be pushing through. Yeah, I don't think the Huskers can get much here, so JMO's Headhunter will not have the same impact this time around. Lust does not want to peek that at all. Man, the respect that they're paying him, but looks like Puff has none of that though. Frankie getting one. Frankie, the demon marshal, unfortunately will not get much more than that. Phyllis gets spotted as well, so they know exactly where he is. He just has to save his classic and run with his tails between his legs. So yeah, great comeback from the Lotus. Now this round is going to be important for the Huskers if they want to keep their lead. Looks like Phyllis is going to stay alive here. Okay, so yeah, the Huskers had 2 great rounds. They fumbled that one, and the Lotus are definitely making them pay. Now suddenly the Lotus's economy is looking really good, whereas on the other side, 2 players can't even full buy here. So yeah, the Huskers can't feel overconfident. I think they definitely have the talents as they've shown, but this is definitely not a free game by any means, right? The Lotus did win their first game for a reason. Lust is on the top of the leaderboard for a reason, so they have to be careful here. Dante gets tagged, and Lust leading the charge. It looks like they're going for a B push here. And the rest of the team is very slow to rotate, so they already have site control just like that, and they have the plant. And now suddenly, once again, the Huskers will have to retake this. And retaking is definitely not easy, especially against a team like this one. Now they want to push through. Boba gets spotted out, gets taken down. So Doggy Princess gets one. Oh, tags one. Oh, Tenor with the blind still gets a kill on Weep. So both fades down. Jams catching Phyllis off guard. Man, Jams is having a game of his life right now. Puff getting that kill as well. And yeah, Jams with a very passive play here. Really like what I'm seeing. He's definitely doing his job as a Sage and able to get that one as well. Trading for his teammate. So now Jams is at 5 kills. Now, we have to remember that this man peaked Iron. So, you know, no disrespect to Jams by any means, but yeah, he's been a he's been a huge contributor of this team's success so far. And even last game against the Guardians, right, he did pull off some things. Now, of course, the Lotus is going to be one of the 2 teams that have not faced against an outer division opponents yet. So, of course, they haven't had the real tough game, if we want to call it that. Yeah, the Huskers has just been reading this wrong. After the first 3 rounds, unfortunately, they haven't been reading it right at all. So now they're forced to retake all the time. And Jams, what a sick flick. This man is turning on aim hacks right now, but oh, luckily JMO able to trade that one out. JMO's about to get a spray off his life. No, it looks like Lust is just better here. So now the rest of the team will have to retake Dante with just a bucket in his hand. He can't really do much. And Boba's going to close that one out as well. So the Lotus is back with the lead now. And their economy is just looking phenomenal. Yeah, that's a heartbreaker right there, because I feel like the Huskers should have been ahead here. And this is their map pick at the end of the day. So yeah, the Huskers is one of those teams that have a weird schedule, unfortunately, where most of their first few games are going to be them being able to pick the starting or the map, and then later on through the season, then they're going to be picking the sides instead and the bans. So Haven is definitely a map that they're comfortable with, and we just have to hope that they can inch out as many wins as possible. But that being said, of course, they lost their last game on Haven. Jam surprisingly did not get hurt whatsoever, and Lust wants to peek this one. This is very dangerous. This is how they lost their first round, and Phyllis able to get that one. Phyllis makes 2, gets another one. Oh, Frankie. Yeah, the A play has not worked out at all for the Lotus. Now, the blind, oh, Jams is going to fall as well. So Frankie and Phyllis here holding A sites really, really nicely. And yeah, I feel like the Lotus has only looked clean on A site. So if you're, the Huskers have only been clean on the A side. So if you're the Lotus, you definitely don't want to push on A, right? They've made that mistake twice and it's cost them 4 rounds so far. And I feel like their B push, their C push has looked really clean, and they definitely have a better execute there. Whereas in A, it just feels like they're running through smokes one at a time. Phyllis and Frankie does not miss those easy shots. Oh, JMO spots one. JMO spots Lust. This is an ego battle here, looks like. No, JMO does not want to go for it. Or at least Phyllis is just stopping his teammate from doing that. Now, question is, what are they going to do with the smoke though? Let's just hope they don't push through the smokes once again. Oh, Lust barely able to make it out alive there. Looks like, oh, what a shot. Tenor, unfortunate timing there, and Frankie already in a really good position. Can't get the spray control though. This man should just stay with the Marshall, because otherwise it does not look good. That should have not been a fight that he lost. And now with that, Puff will be able to get the heal as well. So very unfortunate there. Now Phyllis thinks about it. Will get tagged, unfortunately. Oh, the decay. Dante is able to get one at least, but now Puff is still in a really good position. Phyllis gets that one. Oh, Puff is stuck in this corner, gets one, but traded out by JMO. Now it's all just down to Lust in a 1v1. Lust coming in from behind. Phyllis! Oh, Lust is going to get it! Oh, that's so unfortunate. I think he had the right idea there. And for a second, Lust was whiffing and it looked promising for Phyllis, but unfortunately Phyllis couldn't close it out. And the Lotus regained their lead. Man, these rounds are really coming down to a wire, but if you're the Huskers, you cannot let that happen because you don't have an economy to fall back to. Whereas the Lotus are feeling comfortable with all these trades, right? Worst case scenario, if they lose there, they still have money to buy next round. But I think if the Huskers lose here, then there's definitely no way that they're going to win this half. And considering that this is their map pick, you know, this is not what you want to see. Dante able to hold down strong, so that's a good start. And that's on Lust as well, so that's a huge pick. Dante unfortunately gets spotted. Still does not notice that Jams is pushing him on the other side. Dante getting blinded. Oh, this is so awkward, but Jams, oh my gosh, almost got that one. But Dante is still alive. How is Dante still alive? And the Lotus just dropped Spike on site. And with the smoke, what are they going to do? Boba's low. Tenor is in a really awkward position looking around here. But yeah, with this smoke, Puff needs to pull off a miracle with his team. Yeah, great hold from the Huskers. I think if they read it right, their defense is actually solid. It's their retake that hasn't looked good at all. So hopefully, you know, this time round, I like that they're playing a lot slower, not rotating too quickly, right? We still have JMO sitting in C just in case the Lotus have any funny business going on. It looks like no funny business here. They're just going to push up through, but that's not going to pay off. Phyllis and Frankie. I'm mixing up names all around now. These two have just been solid anchors. Right, the Huskers, just when you think one player is not contributing, they always step it up, right? The biggest criticism that I had of this Huskers team was that Phyllis didn't really do much in the game against the Gunners, right? He looked underwhelming there despite having a pretty decent score line at the end. But yeah, today that's definitely not the case. I think the smokes is one of the big reason why they've been able to hold site so well. And the Lotus, I think, I don't know, if the first few fights does not go their way, then I think that's the issue that they face. And this is a concerning sign for me, right? Puff has always had like a superstar that his team relies on. He always have the best and the worst players. And usually, you know, first season, he relied on Geo and Blue. Second season, he relied on Kiwa and Blue. Or not Blue, sorry. Yeah, Kiwa and Para. And then right now, he's relying on Lust. But with how competitive the league is, if his team only has Lust that they can like reliably depend on, as Lust gets the early pick there. Yeah, that's a worrying sign. But I mean, Lust has looked great so far, and yeah, maybe this time around is gonna be different, but again, concerning sign. Frankie able to get that one. Puff caught off guard, was not expecting that at all. Now Dante going to push through here, flashing, will spot Jams, so Jams is going to get taken down. Frankie able to get one as well, but Lust out of nowhere! What is that? No one checked that corner, and there's no comms whatsoever on their end. Oh, okay, Frankie. Now Frankie knows that Tenor is probably playing a lineup here. And yeah, Tenor got that lineup, so I think he's going to be able to secure it, and Frankie had no idea where Tenor was. So Tenor, great clutch there, but yeah, it was Lust. 3 kills out of nowhere. How on earth did he manage to get that? Great play on his end to be able to get those kills, and he has 13 right now. But on the other side, Frankie also made a really valiant effort there, able to get 3 kills off his own, unfortunately just dying there. And you know, if there's anyone that can buy time, it's definitely Brimstone. So unlucky there, but the Lotus, despite having a slow start, is able to come out at least evenly. Oh, JMO! JMO schooling Lust, not today, sir. JMO is just so solid with this chamber, and I think he is one of the better chambers that we've seen in the first week as well as right now. And Frankie on the other side is the other half of the puzzle, the other half of the reason why this Husker team is just so good. Jam spraying through, and looks like, oh, Weeb is the one that's gonna come out ahead, and now Puff and Boba in a tricky situation once again. They are able to get that one, but Weeb trades it out, so now it's all just down to Captain Puff. Puff spots one. Will he be able to get this one? And the answer is no. JMO's just gonna put him out of his misery. So despite being sort of a half buy, the Huskers are not falling behind either, and now we have a 6-6 half, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the scoreline, I'm actually very surprised with who the bottom 2 players are, right? Tenor, who is currently second in terms of both KDA, as well as third in terms of kills. And then Weeb, Doggy Princess, who had the most kills for this team in their first game, right? Being able to go from all the way up there to down here is kind of surprising, not going to lie. But yeah, that's just the first half, and at the end of the day, both teams are still even. But I think it really just depends on who steps it up first, right? Weeb or Tenor, one of them needs to start contributing more for their teams. Now Jams feeling lucky here. Jams, oh, will not be able to get anything. Yeah, valiant efforts, but I don't think that was the play, considering that he was the only one holding on site. And with that, the Huskers read this perfectly. They just rush on site immediately, and they're going to have sight, and now it's the Lotus turn to retake. So yeah, Jams pushing out without information definitely cost the first round, and potentially a couple more rounds. Now Puff able to get 1 kill at least on Frankie, so that's a good pick. But yeah, Dante's going to trade it out. Tenor now getting 2. Okay, so that's a good start, and they know where one of them is coming from. And oh, Weeb able to hold his ground. How on earth has this man just sat in a corner and still get all those kills? Boba is definitely forgetting what, you know, the level of CVL, right? This man hasn't played for quite a while, at least in the league, and despite being the champion, he definitely is not looking like the champion right now. Instead, on the other side, his ex-teammate JMO is looking a lot better, and great start for the Huskers here. Now the Huskers has won quite a lot of pistol rounds, actually. I believe they've won 3 out of the 4 that they've had so far. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. I don't think they spot Puff here, so... Oh no! Puff still gets away with that! How on earth? And that looks scary there, the fact that Weeb did not turn around either. So Puff able to get his one, but now once again they have to retake this. And Huskers is such a fast team despite not having any duelists today. And in fact, maybe not having the duelist has been paying off for them, and now Lust gets held still. Weeb has been really good with this fade so far. And yeah, speaking of turning up, Weeb and Tenor as well last round has been doing really well. But Weeb went from 4 kills to 12 kills in the first 2 rounds of the half. Okay, he definitely has stream on. He definitely heard me right there. Because, man, what an impressive round for him. Being able to get that kill. The fact that he got 2 great rounds, yes, that wasn't eco. But yeah, they couldn't shut him down at all, and the crisp in his shots was just absolutely phenomenal there. Now the Lotus with full buy, they are no strangers to this position, they know, but hopefully this time around they don't you know, give up the bonus round. Lust definitely making a statement there, getting the first kill. And now they are holding strong. Oh, Lust is really thinking about it. Jams though. Jams is going to get pressured soon now with this Marshall. Let's see what he can do. I'm going to scout him out, but Lust already in behind. Only able to get one on JMO though, so they are able to recover a gun. Now that's dangerous. Lust, I'm not sure if that's worth it. 3v4, the Lotus still has the man advantage, but I think especially with Weeb still alive, Frankie, and even Dante, I think they have a good shot here. Boba gets tagged. Oh, Boba gets spotted. Tenor is able to shut that one down, and Puff getting that one on Weeb, and Boba is just going to close it out. Okay, so great hold from the Lotus there. Despite looking kind of shaky at the start, it looks like both teams just cannot attack A. A seems to be both teams' kryptonite, right? I think this is the Huskers games to lose. I've had such a high expectation from them, especially how close they looked against the Gunners. I think Lotus not banning Haven is definitely a mistake, but if the Huskers lose here on Haven again, then they really have to go back to the drawing board, because clearly Haven is not their map pick despite what they think. Lust pushes through here. It's just going to be backing off. Unfortunate whiff on his end. Surprisingly, he didn't even get a single point of damage there. So Dante is lucky to get out alive now. Oh, Jams getting tagged. He needs to back up here. And Jams has been playing well, but he needs to just control his aggression a little bit. I think he's definitely feeling it, which is a good thing to see from your players, but you definitely still want to play as a team. You definitely still want to play patiently. He needs to remember that he is on the defense, so I think the wall there is definitely the right play. Now the Huskers are going for another A push. They're thinking about it once again, but with this smoke, what are they going to do? It looks like they are backing out again, so the Huskers not feeling very confident here. Okay, they're planning to re-hit. At the same time, they hear Tenor. So yeah, both the team. It looks like Huskers don't really know what they want to do yet.
30 seconds left.
Question is, with 30 seconds left, what are they really going to do though? They don't really have much options here. They have to go fast. Now the good thing is that they've already wasted Tenor's smoke, so Tenor won't be able to stop this. But yeah, oh, they're going to get spotted, so they know exactly what's going on. Tenor gets 1, but Puff is the one that's going to get all the clean kills. Puff gets 3. Will he be able to get the 4th? And the answer is no, but Boba is going to close it out. So the Huskers were just way too slow there. And once again, the Huskers, you know, starting off strong in the pistols, but now when it comes to the buy rounds, they just seem lost. They don't seem like they know what they're doing. And once again, Phyllis off to great starts. But yeah, unfortunately, they haven't really been doing much else since then. So hopefully they can still turn this around, because now it's not looking great at all on their end. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see what they can do. Okay, so this time around, they're just playing it really safe. And look at Lust. Lust is just very aggressive. this guy right here, oh man, this is gonna be dangerous. And I don't know why JMO does not have any trips whatsoever. This is going to be so costly for them. Oh, Lust will just barely miss that one. So they have no idea what's going on here. Yeah, Lust did not read this right at all. If only he pushed instead. Puff, unfortunately, will only get 2. So Lust does still have the flank here. But had he moved a little bit faster, that could have been really clean. Jams gets spotted. Oh, what a tap. Now Lust, he has to go big here, and they have no idea where he is. Okay, now spotted, but he still gets 2 anyways. Now Dante is going to be able to get that one, so now it's all just down to Boba. Boba gets Frankie and gets the timing on Dante as well. So huge play there from Boba to be able to get that one. Great job on his end. Now, I know it's a little bit late, but because the games are still so even, I'm going to start the predictions right now. So if you guys are watching live on stream, you guys will be able to vote for who you guys think will win. And now since we have a few rounds left, you guys better choose wisely. Now looking at it, it looks like the Gunners are looking a lot better. Or not the Gunners, sorry, the Lotus. Man, a lot of really close names. Gunners, Hunters, Huskers. I'm just getting mixed up with all of them. But yeah, now you guys can bet with your points. Sorry about that. I forgot that right at the beginning. Now Jams also has an aggressive positioning. It looks like they were not ready for this at all. Now Frankie will fall to the hands of Jams. Jams has just been really impressive. He will get taken down though. So great trade on his end. But I mean, yeah, as a Sage, you definitely want to get a little bit more than that. But I think he's definitely had an impactful kill there because Frankie has been the top fragger for JMO's team. Now Tenor holding on alone. And, you know, when you have a trade, the attacking side is always favored because now they have an even bigger man advantage. And the defenders will have to spread out a little bit more. Looks like JMO's just running in there. Now Puff will show himself. Puff gets spotted. Puff is still able to get one though. Oh, and JMO. Okay, finally JMO is able to close that one out. Now, let's see here. Okay. So the teams are going to be backing off. Oh, JMO spots yet another one. Gets the flick. Does he know that Tenor is in heaven? Oh, Tenor gets spotted. And I think the information is out. Yeah, they know exactly where he is. Lust is able to get that one though. Lust gets the flick as well. And oh, he's going to miss that one. So now it's down to the brims. And Tenor is going to come out on top. So yeah, scrappy fights there, but Tenor able to clutch it out for his team. And yeah, Jams getting that kill on Frankie was huge. And now suddenly the Huskers have to save once again. Man, what an unfortunate turn of events there. Yeah, after getting the first 2 rounds, it seems like their attack has not looked great at all. And I think the defense was supposed to go really well for them. But I think after losing that Thrifty, they lost all momentum. And now Lust has the op. This is going to be so hard. This is going to be so hard. Yeah, Lust is not going to drop those. Lust is just going to be backing off. But that's JMO already down. It looks like the Huskers don't want to challenge that at all. So now they're going to be rotating once again. But yeah, question is now, where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? They're hovering towards mid, but it looks like Jams is able to get that one already down in grass, and I'm pretty sure he sees quite a few. Boba already has positioning as well. So Boba, oh, I think Boba barely saw that. So did Phyllis. Oh, okay. Phyllis is able to open that one up. So at least they get one, and Dante gets one on Jams as well. So now suddenly Lust is in a tricky situation here. How is he going to retake this? Now, Doggy Princess is going to barely stay alive. Lust gets one though. So now it's all just down to Weeb in a 1v2 here. He's going to spot one. Oh, but he's going to get taken down by Lust. So not a bad round overall from the Huskers. But yeah, they can't just play for econ anymore, because now it's more than just that, right? They have to get the rounds going, because now essentially they cannot really make any more mistakes, because if they lose the next one, then they're gonna have to pull off a miracle with a save round. Not to say that they can't do it, right? They've done that many times against the Gunners, but the Lotus, they seem a lot more crisp today. And yeah, Lust once again just on the top of his game, really one of the elites in this league so far. Really impressed with what he's been able to do. Okay, let's see it here. The Huskers do or die, and it looks like once again they decide to gamble it all on A, or at least they're playing slow. Looks like they've learned. They're waiting for the push. Oh no, they're just waiting for... Oh. That bounce was a little bit weird. But yeah, they were just waiting for the knife. So Puff is not going to spot anyone. But now with this pressure coming, let's see what Tenor can do. Tenor will not be able to get much. But Puff, though, really making some noise. Okay, Phyllis trades it out and will be able to get the rest there. Now Boba is going to get both, though. What an unfortunate timing, and Weeb falls as well. So it looks like the fast play will not pay off, and the sub is going to come in clutch. Boba with 13 kills. And yeah, the Huskers, man. The Huskers have not been able to get anything on their attacking side, and you gotta wonder, maybe the Lotus were up to something, right? I don't know how much the captains really think about map picks and map bans, but maybe there is a reason why they didn't ban the Haven, right? Because they want to bait the Huskers into playing Haven. And yeah, Haven has always looked promising to starts, but they just are not able to close it out. And yes, I understand that, you know, Lust is definitely a hard opponent to go up against, but at the same time, Jam's once again able to get Frankie, and that's huge. Now Lust will not be pushing that, so at least they have site control. But yeah, Lust is also already in a really good position here. Lust, oh my gosh, what a disgusting play. Now they are able to get the plant down at least, so they have that going for them. Oh, JMO is going to get spotted. JMO is not going to be able to get that one, though. Now Lust pushing through. This man just knows no fear. Okay, so they are going to be able to get that one. And I think, or hopefully, Phyllis has a lineup for this. Looks like they won't. Okay, and they're just going to get taken down. So the Lotus is going to take it, ladies and gentlemen. 12 or 13 rather to 8. Great play on their end.